Hey my friends, so you've probably seen that I've posted my chapters, all the chapters for Den of the Wolfman as audiobook videos here on YouTube. And so you can go and go through that playlist and listen to the whole novella with me reading it out loud. So if you're interested in doing that, then go ahead and do that. So the whole thing is available for free in text and also in audio format. Again, I'm still working on the novel Wild River. It's coming soon. It's going to be available soon. But I want to give a little background on Den of the Wolfman and chapter one of Den of the Wolfman. Now, this first chapter, it originally was not the first chapter. I originally was going to have the first chapter be what is now the second chapter, which, of course, introduces Anna Herder and Bundes Riverman. But instead, I wanted to do something a little more edgy, put a little bit more of a narrative hook at the beginning, so I decided to do a chapter with the killer. Focus on him, and he calls himself Taolon in that chapter, and he's talking to a bookseller named Dorum. And I decided to use Dorum because he's actually a minor character in Wild River. You see him again, and he's probably going to have some other spin-off stuff happening with him, but you know, in the first chapter we see Taolon going in to the bookstore and talking to the bookseller, and it starts to get a little weird. The bookseller kind of gets some bad vibes from this guy. They talk about a couple books, and yeah, those books, you might imagine, were the titles and the plots are influenced by actual books in our world. Of course, there's the Curious Case of Mr. Smith, and that's based on Robert Louis Stevenson's book about Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Of course, it's a similar story. And also there's the Monster of Mill Downs, which they talk about, and that I conceived as kind of a kind of related to the Cthulhu mythos, something Lovecraftian, because I've actually been reading Lovecraft recently. But yeah, that's first chapter. I hope that you see that Dorum he's kind of the straight guy in that chapter, and he's kind of friendly and helpful. And he meets this guy named Taolon, and Taolon just seems a little off. There's something wrong with him, and the way he talks about the Wolfman, the Wolfman murders. The people that have been murdered by the Wolfman, and this fascination. Not just the fact that he is fascinated, but the way in which he's fascinated, really catches Dorum off guard, and he starts to realize there's something wrong with this fellow. And the reader does too, and so that's why I wrote it that way. But yeah, that's chapter one. If you haven't read it yet, I hope you go and do that. You can get the link below. You can also listen to, like I said, all the audio files here on YouTube if you prefer to do that. And stay tuned. I'll be giving more updates, talking about the other chapters of Den of the Wolfman, and also as we get closer to the release of Wild River, I'm going to be talking a little bit more about Wild River and what's going on there. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.